everyone, and welcome back to STEM. Today we are getting started on a brand new project, and we are starting off with a discussion on this matter. The matter is dun, 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 oil spills. Oil spills. Now, we might not hear too much about them here where we're at because we don't live on a coastal area or anything like that. But this really is an issue around the world, especially in those areas around the coast, so places near the ocean. Why? Because it affects the population of the species that live on the area. For example, shore birds, birds like seagulls, and can't remember the name. Oh, pelicans. Those kinds of birds that live on the shore, that are eating from the sea. Fish, oiled water is no good for them. Horseshoe crabs, regular crabs, all kinds of crabs, depending on the area that they're in. If there's an oil spill, it affects them. It even affects us being able to go to a beach. Sometimes because of these oil spills, the beach is closed. For example, let me talk about a very, very recent one. I just read about it. It's happening in Delaware. This oil spill was discovered on October 19th of this year. So that's a couple days ago. Not too much, probably half a month. And the last thing I read is that yesterday they are still continuing this oil spill cleanup. Now, up to right now, they have cleaned up to 55,000 tons of debris from this oil spill. That's a crazy amount. And there's been reports that it has been affecting the birds. They have found several birds already covered in oil. Now, it hasn't harmed them too much to this point, but they're keeping an eye out for it. But it's affecting them regardless. They still don't know what the source of this oil spill was. But to be able to figure that out, they are doing something called fingerprinting. They use this method when they don't know what the oil spill comes from and what's causing it. It's important to know the source because that way they can figure out how to stop it or how to prevent it from happening again. Sometimes it's just accidents, but sometimes it's done purposely or something is going on that they need to stop. Okay? So, that's something happening in Delaware and Maryland as well. Actually, remember how I said that some beaches have to close down? Well, the beaches in Dewey and Lewis are actually closed down due to this matter. And I mean, because of the season, a lot of the wildlife that lives on the shore, like the horseshoe crab and the shore birds, they left for the season because it's winter and they leave because it's cold. But the ones that have been around, they've been reported to be affected. Now, what I want you guys to do for today is I want you to read about a oil spill that has happened. It can be recent or it could have happened a long time ago. I just told you about one that I just read about. That's pretty recent. It happened last month. So I want you guys to look into it, just so you guys can see how often these things happen. Now, while researching that, I want you to answer these 4 questions. Where did the oil spill happen? For example, the example I just gave you happened in Delaware, here in the United States. When did it happen? Like I said, it happened on October 19th. And it's still continuing to be in the process of cleanup right now. What it was its source, it's still still unknown, but they're trying to figure it out with fingerprinting. And who are the affected? Until now, it's pretty much just tourists that would like to go to the beach but can't because it's closed, and the wildlife, which would be shorebirds and crabs. I want you guys to answer those questions just like I did. It can just be as simple as that. Okay? If you have any questions or you need any extra help, please don't hesitate and ask. Now, remember, you can't use the example I gave you, and there's many examples to look for. Now, it doesn't have to remain here in the US. It can be any part of the world. Just something that you can answer these 4 questions for. Again, I'm here to help you guys if you need any help, and I hope to hear back from you very, very soon. Goodbye.